Hi, it's Josh from Ovano here. Today I'm just going to be giving a few tips on the kind of maintenance and best practice of using our switch systems. So in order to pull the drawer out, it's just a case of lifting both of these latches. Pull all the way out to the outmost position and it will lock there. To release, lift the same latches, push in and it will latch itself shut. There's a little nuance that comes in with these runners, and that is due to the fact that they are both double telescopic and they've got a lockout function. In order for the lockout to happen, both of these parts have a latch system that will drop in. What can happen is this middle section, the latch can drop in beforehand. This means if you go to push it back, the latch will get stuck. This is normal, and to get over that, you just need to lift the latches again. But what I would tend to suggest is trying to preempt that happening and lift before it happens, just to avoid any kind of wear on the latches over time. Moving on from that, I'll just pull the drawer out to show you. On the backs of the runners here, you'll just see that we've added some dampling strips. These are essentially to stop any play in the drawer because it's trying to operate in the same plane that you're accelerating and braking. These are replaceable and they will dampen over time, so we will provide spares. The acid test for when these need replacing, if you push the drawer in, you should have no play whatsoever. On from there is just a couple of best practice tips to loading. We tend to suggest that if you're loading specifically heavy items, you do it with the drawer locked out. This is to reduce any likelihood of any twisting of the runners. The load rating for these are 180 kilograms, although it should be noted that that is evenly distributed, so don't try and hang all the weight on one end. The last thing to mention is maintenance and just keeping them in a good state. So what I would tend to recommend is firstly trying to keep them clean and dry. If you have access to an airline, worth giving them a little blowout every now and again to reduce any dust. If not, a dry cloth will do. As far as lubricant goes, I would recommend using kind of dry PTFE spray. This lubricates the runners and the bearings whilst not attracting dust and debris. Be liberal with the lubricant, and I tend to recommend doing it every kind of month for the best results. And where possible, I would recommend adding a little bit of grease. If you add it onto these latches here, it just helps the latches slide up into their housings nice and smoothly. So that's the maintenance covered for our switch units. For any more information on any of our products, visit ovano.co.uk.